Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Batty Overwatch League. The playoffs for real. We're done with the pre-show and we're starting our first best of 5 match tonight. I am very excited. My name is 30, and like always, my personal sponsor, hope people didn't forget, Thrifty Senpai. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to watch some bad and great Overwatch as we try to see if Casting Couch can run their way through the gauntlet.
Yeah, and it's a uphill battle to say the least. Analysts and viewers alike have rated their chances low, but anything can happen. That's the beauty of the Batty Overwatch League, folks. Anything could happen. All Dabs no Blabs, they could just not show up tonight. They perform so poorly, but we'll see. I mean, and oh boy, we got so much to talk about. Both teams are ready. Let's, for the viewers, you probably, well, maybe there's a new playoff format, right? There's a map draft involved, and you won't be able to see this. It's already been done. We've predetermined, or we've done the draft for the first 4 maps tonight, and we'll do the map 5 draft if we get to that point, obviously. But to summarize it all, the 4 maps we're playing tonight. First one's going to be Temple of Anubis. Second one's Busan. Third, Watchpoint Jabroni, and fourth, Blizzard World, which out of these 4 maps I did not expect. I mean, I expected maybe some of these maps, but we're missing some fan favorites like Kings Row, Hollywood, Lijiang Tower, Route 66. Like, these are maps that everyone loves to play, but these teams, for whatever reason, did not pick those.
No, really, really interesting choices here. There was definitely a bit of strategy to the madness for some of these maps here. But like you said, this is very interesting to see how the teams have now kind of decided what their favorite maps are, or like what they want to do to try and tackle this opposing team.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is where scouting and analysis really comes in handy. You have 10 weeks of information to figure out what not only your team's good at, but what the enemy team is bad at. And I'm sure all of that went into the map draft between the 2 captains here. And from what I could tell just generally, and from what I could see, maybe all to have no blab banning, is that they are trying to avoid maps where goats can be run efficiently. I know goats can still be run here on these maps for sure, but they did remove some of the very heavy goats maps, and I can see that. Maybe Casting Couch has been practicing that, and I mean, we're in game, folks. You guys can see it. I can see it. It's already selected.
They already have the ghost selected. I mean,
I know.
This was your one map. Like, if the left them was like, this is the map out of the ones they have left, that goats is the best at. So you might as well jam it here.
Yep. Yeah, and I wonder if Casting Couch has been practicing that since last week, prepping for these playoffs. And here we go. Casting Couch speeding through the gate under the bridge, a very typical goats route to get to that point and force the enemy team to try to fight them. And yeah, here's Sword and Mace gonna try to touch the point to at least get tested, but Senpai is the first one to get the first blood here in the playoff match. Both teams crawling onto the point. Casting Couch sticking together really well. UTech answers back onto Freaky. That's a huge pick. Junkrat not able to build up that ult charge now. That free easy spam on these tanky boys, and now Spagooter goes down. It looks like Casting Couch might have secured this point. I mean, they have 1 tick, maybe 2.
So yeah, AJS is coming back. Spawn advantage is on favor to the offense here.
I'm surprised that all that Lab have stayed alive for as long as they have. Senpai not pressured at all, but he was only able to pick up 2 kills. Everyone else on his team has died now. Freefy has come back, and he does have that high ground advantage. Able with the res gets, oh my god, they don't punish the res right in front of their faces, and doesn't even matter.
That's why it was a very sneaky res, but this is dangerous here. Like, this is gonna go the second they get these kills here. They can get a very nice stagger. Your Pendry gonna go down. Is just sitting his baby diva as they're walking over to the second point.
Oh my god, that stagger was dirty. Here we go, Casting Couch coming in over the bridge onto the point. This is a great opportunity for them to get 2 points on the board here. Spagooter though with the big slam takes out 3. AJ0, one of the healers being one of those people, and Albino Joe now goes down as well. Only the Brigitte heals to keep Casting Couch alive here, but it looks like their push or second point has ended.
Yeah, we'll start with a really dirty stagger. A couple of nice ults coming out from the devs.
Yeah, I missed changing my sound settings there. Spoopy Koopa launches a grab at some point, right? I
Oh yeah.
I, I did not see the follow-up if there was one, but I mean, it's one ult expended, but that's okay. They kept that rally, which they used right now, and now they have Shatter and Diva Bomb. They're going to have a Coalescence as well, so pretty alright ult economy coming in here, at least compared to Aldab no Blab, who Senpai Hayes switched over to the Reaper from the McCree. The bomb sneaks into the Dark Room, but not able to pick up anything, and Utek going to take on his Diva counterpart. There is AJ0 finishing off Scooter with the Coalescence. Diva Bomb over the top, space is created, the first tick obtained for Casting Couch. Looking good here, but the tire comes through from Beef. It is a bomb! Salvo with the legit fire strike. And Casting Couch, they want to do this right now.
Yeah, but all Dazzler Blab slowly gaining ground back here. But a nice hammer down from Salvo is going to clear through, taking out a lot of members.
Yeah, and that's looking really good now. Sword Mace is the last one on the point on this Lucio, trying to stall for as long as he can. 2 points, maybe make it 3. Senpai gets on with the Wraith Form. Spooky.
Oh, you're picked right, no!
Wait, what?
He wasn't on it. He was
was
right
not...
outside of it.
Oh my god, that was real close. Nice attempt there from your
He
pitch,
was
but...
towing the line.
Yeah.
Switching sides.
Oh, that's an Overwatch question mark right there.
Yeah.
But damn, Casting Couch looking really good on Temple Anubis with their GOATS composition. 4 minutes and 47 seconds for both points of Anubis, and that's great and all. I mean, some teams don't even cap the second point. So I mean,
yeah, that second point on Anubis can be really fucking hard.
It's super hard. I mean, this one of the probably closest defensive spawns on a 2 CP map. Yeah, and Casting Couch looking like they practiced and prepared, and All Doubt No Blab a little bit slow on the GOATS counter, or at least trying to handle it.
Yeah.
I'm curious, actually, let me go check out this map draft. Who picked this? This, I assume, would have been... Play. Oh, what? Oh, no, actually,
That
Play
was
Temple.
picked by, yeah.
All Dab, No Blab. So, yeah. Interesting. Casting Couch, though, doing well on the enemy's map pick. Now they'll switch over to the defensive side, and yeah, not opting for the GOATS this time around. Opting into a unique composition that I haven't seen before. As Hook Resets, we'll be playing Junkrat as the solo DPS. Yeah, your tank line is the Reinhardt Diva, and then actually Reinhardt Diva Zarya. So triple support, or sorry, triple tank,
triple
double
tank,
support. Yeah. Moira Zen, and I'm so glad I talked about this in the playoff analysis. Casting Couch, they needed to work on their support line, what heroes they pick with the heroes to complement them, and really love an AJ0 on this Zenyatta.
Yeah, I really like this first comp, and it's going to be much needed here, as that Pharah got to be pretty uncontested.
Yeah, unfortunately Casting Couch not having sort of that go-to hit scan player that they need. I mean, they have Utek to swap over to the Widowmaker, but the dice roll looks like it's not actually paying off for all done. No, wait, actually, Free Fee able to pick up Utek here. So spawn advantage means everything for the offense. And really taking out Diva, the only thing that can contest the Pharah in the sky, is very good. All down, No Blab with a slow approach onto the point. Free Fee still high up in the air, totally uncontested, hitting so many direct rockets, Spoopy, and then takes out Hook Resets.
Yeah, this man is just fragging out here on the Pharah. Uncontested skies, raining down tons of damage.
Yeah, I mean they're not even Casting Couch not even looking at him up there. They don't really have the ability to. Senpai switching over to the Hanzo, or wait, actually he was on Hanzo the whole time. It looks because
he was on the Hanzo. They're gonna have a lot of ults ready here for this next point.
Yeah, so I mean maybe All Dab No Blab can get a even faster time here with a fast point 2 take, but it did give time. Casting Couch, they didn't have too many bad staggers. They're able to at least get on at this point and defend it. Hook Resets with the preemptive tire, at least buying some time, because All Dab No Blab, they have to worry about it.
Oh my goodness!
They just watched the tire come at him and takes out 2 of those airborne, and hell yeah, Casting Couch looking strong.
That's a tire.
Yeah, that's a value tire right there. That's.
And we see them switching over. They are done with that Pharah. We got Hook Reset switching over to the McCree. Utek switching over to the Doomfist.
Yes, Interesting. I mean, Doomfist has some good advantages here. A lot of walls to knock them into on second point Anubis. But it's gonna be tough to try to hit that Pharah, but it doesn't matter. Hook resets, switching over to the McCree, like you said, and able to hit the shots and able to take him out. And although Noblab have to do the soft reset.
Yeah, they're getting very close to having 6 ults for all that Noblab though. The only one they're waiting on is that Zarya ult.
Yeah, this is definitely the strategy for all Dab Noblab. When you're in the 2-point maps like Temple Anubis, you just have to sort of save everything. What? Looking like he wanted to create some space, maybe get a cheeky kill with it, but not comboed with the Graviton that is now up. Free with the barrage over the top, picks up Scoopy. Hook resets though, able to take him out on the backside. The res comes through, Free in disguise once again. Now there is that Graviton, able to lock up 2 and get the kills as well. But there's no percentage actually. Casting Couch has been contesting this the entire time, and now it begins. 1 tick. Now Scooby Koopa comes out. Salvo, both tanks on the point for Casting Couch. And Scooby launching this big old fat grab, not a lot of follow-up. All that Noblab looking really good. There's 2 ticks. Albino Joe able to fade onto the point and at least delay it a little bit longer. Now UTech comes out. It's just gonna be a stagger fest here. I don't believe.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. All Dab Noblab, I believe, capping that a little bit faster.
Yeah, that was a really weird fight though. There's a lot of ways I thought it'd run out, and it did not go out any of those ways. But yeah, no. Casting Couch was able to cap slightly faster.
Yeah, just slightly.
Just by a hair.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, yeah, what do we got here? Like 22 seconds.
Yeah,
I mean,
22 seconds.
It's time for at least you know, a quick run back from spawn. So it might make the difference here, folks. We'll see. But I guess both teams coming out with strong offense, maybe some weak defense. And yeah, to go back to that fight, that was so weird. The Senpai Dragon was odd, but then Free Feet using the barrage. Once again, not comboing with the grab that was up
like
in
we see
3
like
to
this
4%.
like yeah, it's like we see like Dragon spacing ult, and then we see Diva Bomb spacing ult, and then like just kind of like we're like lazily running in, but it worked out. So
it did. I mean, that's true. As long as those, you know, if you have 6 ults on board and each ultimate gets 1 kill, you know, do the math. It's pretty good, and it's not obviously not very efficient. But on 2 CP maps, you really don't need that. And yeah, we'll switch back over, or actually, once again, we'll see Alda Noblab on the offense because they have less time in the time bank. Hook resets, switching over to that Sombra that he's like to pull out every once in a while in the regular season. I really like it. Sombra's super strong on Temple of Anubis. Both points, UTech, Widowmaker, up high ground, takes out Free Feet with the headshot. Looking very good.
That is one way to handle the Pharah.
Yep, and takes out that Melt Sword.
Man is fragging out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I gotta put the view here on the first-person perspective of UTech. This is going very well. He does have an enemy sniper to worry about. Just kidding.
JK, no snipers here.
Wow. Yeah, Hanzo's no sniping, man. This is a no snipe zone. I guess only for UTech. Who has gotten every kill here on this round.
Yeah, we got Widow battles coming up though. Senpai switching off that Hanzo over to the Widow to match.
Ooh, this is gonna get spicy, and yeah, we did see Free Feet on that Genji. He's making a very traditional Genji flank where he sort of goes to those windows, hops around the backside of the point. Salvo swinging, taking out the Mighty Wolf. Maybe a positional mistake, but Senpai able to take out UTech. What can they maybe do off of that pick? Sword and Mace chilling on platform. Teams all over the place here for all Dab Noblab. They really have to rally.
Fighting everywhere, all over.
Beacon in place.
Yep,
everything went to hell, and it's just been one scattered fight.
Yep. And Casting Couch, yeah, making the right call here. They're just falling back to the point. They are down a player, just getting your tech back onto the point now. Able to snipe out the Mighty Wolf, which at least should buy their team a 1 fight perhaps here. At least Aldab Noblab have to maybe form a soft reset here. Free Feet jumps in, trying to deal some damage, gets back to that high ground, and Spagooter gets DMAC'd, and it's looking all fine and dandy here for Casting Couch. Hook resets, able to pick up your Penjai as well, and Free Feet knows there's no escape as well.
Oh.
Sent by again, UTech on fire.
Yeah. say UTech doing what needs to happen here. Like, Aston Couch really stepping it up this game.
Yeah, and I mean, you have the enemy Widow, right? And it didn't work out. Looks like Senpai is conceding the Widow battle. He's going over to a pick of his that he likes to pull out every once in a while. To dive maybe enemy DPS, maybe to dive enemy Widows is going to be a Tracer.
So we see him taking down hook resets here on the flank now. He wants to, yeah, there you go. He's wanting to try and get onto UTech here.
Yep, he's looking for a double or a triple blink across the way. I'm not sure what he has to use to actually get over there, but Freefy goes down now, so only one DPS alive for all Dab, no Blab. They do have some ultimates. They have that Graviton, and there it is. Graviton locks up Albino Joe and Salvo. The slam from Salvo, though, picks up your Pendry with a nice purple to follow up. Some supportal combat as well, Mighty Wolf. Taking out AGS here, and here it is. The Dragon Blade is unleashed with that sound barrier to keep him healthy, but the Graviton locks up Freebie, and there you go. He goes down. Hook resets with the double kill.
Yep.
And
UTech fish in the barrel, but there's no contest on this point.
Yeah, and it's gonna be one. Looking like maybe 2 points here now, or 2 ticks, I should say, for all Dab, no Blab. Able to take out hook resets, and yeah, and it's gonna be it. It's gonna be the first point cap here. Minute 25 now for all Dab, no Blab in round 3. I mean, UTech is, he did, okay, he had the sights up, so he's going to use the wall hacks here. Very useful for approaching teams here on second point Anubis.
Yeah, there's just so many different ways you can come in, and it's all obstructed vision, so...
Yeah, surprisingly, there's no main tank for all Dab, no Blab. I'm not sure if they even had one that entire attack. They had Scooter on this D.Va and your Pendry on the
Yeah, I don't
Zarya.
think they have. I think they've been consistently on the Zarya D.Va here.
Yeah, very interesting. The Reinhardt, even Winston, very beneficial here on this attack. And Freefy, he is on this Hanzo. He's on the bridge, uncontested right now. And the bomb's thrown out. Spagooter able to pick up nothing with it, though. Freefy, though, able to pick up that for Gite of AJS here. The EMP, though, from hook resets, looking like they're going to clean this one up. Only 26 seconds left now, so, I mean, the call needs to be made. Are they committed?
I mean... This is the last fight at this point.
It is.
Like,
now it is. Yep.
You have to commit now.
Fight. Yep. And it's really just a couple supports and your Pendry on the point here. You picking up the Venom Mind kill. And Pulse Bomb comes through. But Salvo with the slam picks up one. That's all you really need because it's 5, 4, 3, and I don't think anyone's going to be able to touch. And it's going to be 1 point capped here on round 3 for all Dab, no Blab. So Casting Couch looking like they could start this series off strong and secure a win on Anubis.
Score 3-2. Switching sides.
Yeah. Casting Couch had a very strong hold there. Like they've really stepped up this match, defying expectations.
It's amazing, actually. Like the Goats comp looks really solid. It looks really organized, very tight knit. People staying close together. The positioning was good, but then UTech, man, we gotta talk about that. Everyone in the Twitch chat, throw out your poggers, dude. It was nuts. I mean, he locked it down for at least 2 minutes before he went down, and at least opened up the point for all Dab, no Blab to approach it without getting sniped. And yeah, hook resets on that Sombra as well. So both the DPS players for Casting Couch really stepping up today. And like I said earlier, the support picks have been way better. They read the analysis. I love it. It's Moira Lucio. It's I mean, okay, it's just Goats, but it's right.
Goats.
It's just Goats. But other times when they haven't run Goats, I've liked their support picks. Really liking it here. Is Senpai sticking on this? Is where is he? No, yeah, he
totally is.
He's totally up, and here we are,
It's the
folks.
Dwarf Fortress.
Yeah, you're probably wondering, hey, how long do we have to wait in the BOL playoffs before we see a Torp? And it's the first map, and it's gonna be Senpai. I don't know if people thought that was coming, but yeah, we see the Swedish Dwarf here. Oh, he's looking for that turret there. Yeah, the turret fail. And yeah, another quick entry onto the point from Casting Couch. Maybe a little bit split up here on their Ghost composition. Turret dealing some damage here. At least it's got a good sideline onto the point. The sneak onto AJS Euro. Can they capitalize on that? And it will be a no. Almost 1 tick completed here. Salvo with the nice charge. Gonna maybe DMX Magooter, and there it is. And there now the kills are coming through. AGS Zero able to take out Freefy in this guy. somehow, and it's real fast. It's Casting
It's
Couch taking
clean.
the first point.
It's goats.
It's fast, it's clean, it's goats. And Kaz and Couch really firing on all cylinders today. They came to play Spoopy Koopa with a good amount of energy
4
here.
minutes to get one piece of the pie.
Yep. Now this is gonna be the real factor. Do they have the discipline? Do they have this macro decision making to say, hey guys, we have 4 minutes here, 6 Overwatch heroes, we need to build 6 Overwatch ultimates and do something a little bit
I want
better.
to point out something though. We're seeing a nice variation here. We got the Bastion.
Oh, nice to see a Risa shield. I've actually never seen that spot before because Bastion is a very good counter to go. It's able to just shred through that front line. And can they even get the space? The Shatter, I think he was looking for free, but he does not travel up that high. Spagooter picking up Spoopy Koopa with the self-destruct in. It might be a hold here. Yep, and now the bomb comes through on UTech. They're using all these ultimates. Not looking good. Casting Couch, yeah, this fight is definitely over.
Yeah.
And Freefy has farmed the tank form.
Yeah. The Bastion sneaking one out here. We're gonna let UTech hang out for a minute.
Oh, oh man.
Yeah. We'll let
A
him party.
potentially even dirtier Sega.
Yeah. Diva mech? Nah, we don't hang with that. Baby Diva? Yeah, you can chill.
For your safety, please move behind the barrier.
Wow, so yeah, Freefy on the Bastion Senpai on the Reaper. Tank form is online. If you were casting Couch here, the right move would be to just run in and basically die. I mean, you really just got to get in there and force that tank form out.
Yeah.
It's going to be very tough to try to win a fight if you're trying to fight into that. Spoopy Koopa does have this Graviton online. Albino Joe did he? Wait a minute. Did he use? Oh, maybe he just switched over to the Ana. I believe he did actually. Yeah, he was on that Lucio. Thought he might have accidentally used an Ana boost there. But Senpai, the sneaky Reaper on the flank here, has to spooky out and able to get some damage. And he had actually enough damage to farm that Death Blossom. There it is. The call goes in. UTech using that defensive matrix to approach Freefy. Death Blossom takes out Albino Joe on the other side of the map. And looking like, yeah, another one fight here for all the Abno Lab. Yep, and a good discipline there, not using any of those ultimates. Actually, maybe even better discipline out of Freefy, not using the tank form.
Yeah.
They didn't get it out. They were kind of split up. They didn't all dive onto the Bastion at once. I mean, some of those heroes, it's a little bit tough to sort of jump over that wall and approach him, but...
Yeah. It is, I say, it's definitely, this is a tough angle for Goats to really approach when they have a Bastion just pocketed on the corner there.
Yeah, at this point you might have to consider switching compositions to deal with it, but that is not the call right now. The bomb comes through with nothing, and AJ0, he's picking up a lot with his coalescence, takes out the Bongo as well. Senpai goes down, Swordmates goes down. This is it, Casting Couch looking very, very strong. The Nano Brigitte, nothing is more nightmare fuel than that, and Freefy able to switch over to this Doomfist for the stall here. Spagooter gets demeched, and Freefy gets taken out. Senpai using the Wraith form. Now he's gonna get slept, killed immediately. Casting Couch looking very good on this attack, and looking like they want to maybe win, but all depth of left, they are able to rally 3 onto point. The Nano goes down to the Zarya. The bomb comes through, knocks him away, but the Nano actually keeps him alive. And this is it, folks. Casting Couch looking really good. They just have to take out Freefy. There it is. Spagooter now able to come back. Senpai looking like he's gonna come back another time. The stall is so real.
Yeah, but the problem is the stall's getting closer and closer each time.
I know, the overtime, yeah, the overtime spawns. Well, actually, no, there's no overtime spawns yet. It's still normal spawns. There it is! Casting Couch able to secure it.
Casting Couch picking up game 1 on Temple.
That's insane. I mean, a lot of people didn't expect that coming out the gates. Casting Couch, maybe a team that's looked like they start slow and end hot, but they are starting hot here, especially this nasty ass tire. Boom! Can't say anything else besides that. He's the Joker.
The real question for you though is, how many times do you think you said this is it?
This is it.
during that like that final push when like they kept getting one more stacker. The character was like, "This is it." Oh wait, no, this guy's on.
I mean, I gotta give credit to all that no lab. They don't do the solo queue thing where you just like you run straight from your spawn to the point. It looks like they at some point rallied up and sort of like stayed together. They're like, hey, group up on this side, and then the three of us push in. And they did that really well. They picked the right stall heroes: Lucio, Doomfist, Reaper, Diva. So hats off to them, but not enough when there's only a tick needed for Casting Couch, and they start the series 1-0. We are moving into the second map here, which will be Busan. So we saw it in week 10, and now we see it again. Exciting map. Do these teams even know how to play it?
Yeah, Busan is a really interesting pick here because I mean we have not had it has not been in the map pool for a long time. You know, fresh off the press from Papa Blizzard.
Now traveling.
Yeah, and then obviously this means that Casting Couch, this was their map pick, so they're able to win on their opponent's map pick, and now they're going on to something that they may even have more advanced strategies set. They might have practiced this map a lot in hoping to pick it to throw enemy teams off guard because just the lack of experience alone. And I'm maybe starting to see it. There's a Brigitte, there's a Reinhardt. Will they assemble the Goats Rangers?
On the other side, we see the Bastion. 3 feet prepared.
That would be something here on Control. That's very tough to pull off when the map is symmetrical like it is. It'd be hard to at least push onto a defensive setup with the Bastion. But yeah, I mean your Pendray has the Orisa selected, so this is maybe it here. Spagooter with that Zarya. Oh, just JK as well with the Hog, which synergizes a little bit better. Classic tank composition, Orisa and Roadhog. You could suck and then hook. It's not. We are a PG-13 stream, right?
You
suck and then you hook.
audiences. I think we have the mature audiences.
Do we? I don't know if we actually. That's the thing. That's maybe.
I think so.
Okay. Well, that's.
I mean, I don't know. That's definitely far from the scariest, most offensive thing that has been said on this stream.
Yeah, that says we do, so that's good. Little kiddies not able to watch the Betty Overwatch League because of course they wouldn't hit accept.
Because, you know, Big Bad 30's got that nasty dirty mouth.
Yeah, and here it is. Casting Couch with the Goats composition as
But
we
there's
might have
Bastion.
expected.
But they
There's
got
what
him
he
this
said.
time.
Freebie is set up on just the normal ground, and they just speed through onto him. They take him out. Senpai, though, able to answer back on an enemy support. Salvo missing that charge. And the early rally? Holy shit, Senpai. Basically hitting everything with this flail to start this map off. Diva Bomb able to take out Sword and Mace. Casting Couch maybe looking a little bit stronger. There's another support ultimate online. Aegis here popping the Coalescence immediately. And yeah, they're finishing off their opponents here. Mighty Wolf with the enemy Coalescence.
During all this madness, though, Casting Couch captured it.
Oh, they did? Yeah, so they've already been accruing percentage points. Very, very good for them, as they now are just sort of killing off the staggers of Aldab no Blab. Oh, maybe not, actually. Free P able to get out by the skin of his teeth. Yeah, they've regrouped. It's a very soft reset. I mean, they're still kind of out in the open, but Casting Couch not using that speed boost to push them. Able to stay on the point there, and Hook Reset takes out his counterpart, which is huge. The Sound Barrier comes through, able to keep Free P alive, but he doesn't pick up anything while he's in the turret form. Hook Reset's making a double kill to start this fight. He's going in hard in Casting Couch. They're looking good.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
This is a
good
beatdown.
ultimates. Huh?
This has been quite a beatdown for the Casting Couch. They are giving it to them.
Yeah, I mean, they are looking very clean, very organized. Every doubt I had about their team structure and their coordination, I think, has been solved here. And kind of a clunker. I think he was looking for over the ledge and maybe does some damage, some shield damage at the very least, takes out the Orisa shield. But, I mean, 3P Sword Base are already dead. And there goes a very late Bongo out of your Pendray, and he's going to go down as well. Senpai switching over to the McCree at some point, but he gets taken out as well. He does have that Deadeye online for this next fight, but do they even get the next fight? I think they do. They will have enough time to at least touch here as we approach 85%.
It's going to be very close, though.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to set up a nice fight, at least on their own terms here, because their hog just got online. If he moves as fast as his hog legs can, he maybe will get there at the 100% mark and start taking an alternate route to the point. All dab, no blab. The tank form is popped, but these tanks are edging him out of this fight. Your Pendroy goes down, and Senpai Swordmaid's tank form only picks up the D-Mac, and there's the Graviton to keep them off the point. 100-0, Casting Couch, downtown Busan.
0-1.
Here we go. This
like-
night is awesome.
This is great. No, this is excellent. I am super pumped. I think like I really liked the Bastion in theory. Like it was a fun idea.
Strong.
It is. It
But
was.
like it was a. But the problem is like they needed to stop trying to jam it after it didn't work the first time.
Yeah, and I don't think
At
I
the
could
very
ever get
least after
behind.
the second.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Like after that, it's kind of like, I mean, it's kind of like goats, right? Where if you run a goats and you lose the first 2 fights, you should just switch off, right? I mean, goats they bleed alt charge so much, it takes forever if you lose fights as goats to build any kind of significant alt advantage. And yeah, I just don't think I can get behind Bastion on a control map like that. It's very odd that they decided on that, but they have switched off of it now. Hanzo and Junkrat are their DPS picks here. They have that main tank, your Pendray, so the Reinhardt's already a core freak beat, though answering back, able to take the hook resets on this next stage of Busan. Kills are being traded back and forth. Casting Couch, they have not switched off this very comfortable goats composition here. The point is unlocked. Your Pendroy already picking up the Earth Shatter and knocks down 4. Here comes the follow through. Nice swings from your Pendroy, and all dab no flab. They move to this point and will surely cap it to start it off.
My warrior spirit burns.
I'll say. All dab, no blab. Finally getting a bit of an answer back for themselves here. I'm liking their picks here to deal with goats significantly more. Like,
Yep. Yeah, they got some good counters, right? I mean, really just spam damage in general, and it's Eden.
Oh.
Playing up in the face of Senpai, which is definitely the right call when you know the dragon's online. So really good ult tracking out of UTech and Casting Couch, and unfortunately that cool E doesn't matter as the Mighty Wolf is popping off on this Zen. And yeah, they're able to keep this point here. 37, make it 40% here soon for all
Yep.
Dab no blab.
so we're gonna make it out. No massive staggers here.
Greetings.
Yeah, so like what we were saying before, they pick the right DPS heroes. They pick these heroes that can spam damage into the beefiness of goats. You can farm Dragon Strikes very fast. You can farm tires very fast, and there it is, Reefy. With the tire, it's popped. Can he answer back with a hook resets tire? It's good. I mean, it gets 1.
Yeah, we take that.
Rated 6 out of 10. Senpai though with the kill onto UTech, and the bomb actually takes him out. Reefy though, now he's taking out some more supports, and so look at the Mighty Wolf up here on the 2nd floor, completely uncontested, just throwing out orbs like it's nobody's business.
Just dropping orbs on them.
Dropping the orbs on him, and it's man, we're having the clap back. It looks like we're at 80%.
Yeah.
1 fight left. Casting Couch here on this stage of Busan. But oh, here's some switches actually. They switched off the goats. They do have that Moira Lucio still, but they have Doomfist and McCree now. The beat to start this one off as they push in on all dab no blab on this high ground. Transcendence is forced out into Mighty Wolf, and the point was maybe getting capped by UTech there, but all dab no blab shutting that shit down fast. Dragon's flying through the air, and it's looking peachy for all dab no blab as they tie up Busan 1-1.
Yep. Clap back 200 zeros in a row.
Yeah, well, now the drum map, this freaking drum map that I love so much. Which team?
Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't
will...
sound like you love it that much.
Oh, I do. I love it. But here's the thing: this tricky drum here in the middle of the point. It's a very small point too. One of the smallest points ever in the game. It's tough for goats to contest it if people are on top of this drum. I mean, you have Diva, right, and you got Lucio,
Yeah.
but you know, I've seen a lot of Pharah on this map. In particular, there's a lot of roofs you can sort of hide behind, and it's hard to get some sight lines. for potential hit scan. And here it is, Hooker sets. He's able to pull it out. So they have the pharmacy online for Cassie Couch. UTech going to be on that Doomfist. And yeah, looks like all Dab No Blab are there running the same composition they just ran with that Hanzo Junkrat. Here it is, both teams moving towards this high ground area with the secondary drum. Not the point itself, but both teams vying for positioning. Senpai starting off strong with the headshot onto Albino Joe, but Hooker set answers back. There's the res and the Mercy, that tempo advantage. It's a 65 situation now. And Senpai goes down as well. Hooker sets uncontested, right? They picked the spam heroes. They were maybe expecting Ghosts, but Hanzo Junkrat against the Pharah, you're going to have a very bad time.
It pays off. Like, Hooker sets just picked up 4 or 5 kills.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day for Hooker sets if they don't switch over. And there it is, yeah. Almost instantly, Senpai, without hesitation, selects McCree. And Dreepy, without hesitation, selects Torb?
What?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've actually seen Torb on this map too, from the ranked games that I played in Season 12 and at the very end of, or Season 13, Season 12, yeah. When Torb was activated in the comp queue, I've seen it here. I've seen it be effective, but it's going to be tough against the Pharah, no doubt. And Senpai able to lock down UTech with that flashbang on the backside, it appears, and he's way out of res position, so it is going to be a 65 situation for Cassie Couch. Your Petre starting off strong, and he actually, he gets that charge kill onto Spoopy Koopa, but Barrage over the top takes out both supports from all Dab No Blab. Creepy doing what he can on this Torb, and it looks like it's quite a lot as he's able to take out not only the Pharah but the Ana as well. 50% on the board for Cassie Couch, but also all Dab No Blab looking like they want to run it back. Action, UTech, the stall, it's real.
Yeah, he's buying time. He picked up a kill here, but he'll get a couple % for his effort.
Yep, and I mean the Torb turret actually is very good against flanker DPS, against those Tracers, those Doomfist, those Genshis. It's just an annoyance, and a nuisance really, and you have to deal with it.
It doesn't
first
miss.
Before. It does not miss. You're correct. So yeah, what is the strategy here for Cassie Couch? Is they now have to deal with this Torb turret on the side. But it looks like Hooker set's making the right call. He's just doing sort of this hard flank, easy 2 rockets. See you later. And Sleep almost picking up.
Oh, he finds the healers too.
Yeah.
He takes out the Mighty Wolf. Sword base going down in short order.
And the main switch from UTech is able to block off Senpai's Deadeye, it appears, and that is a very good pick as he gets frozen and then taken out. And Casting Couch, they've already flipped it. They flipped it during that fight, 83% now. So this is last fight territory. Casting Couch looking like they could start the series 2-0.
Yeah, there was a lot of predictions for the night. People voting for both sides, but I don't think anyone saw Casting Couch starting off on a 2-0.
No, no one did. I mean, me and Chromatic, we wrote a fucking novel on this, and we're all wrong, it appears. And, oh, the Shadow, though, is huge, and Senpai switching over to his Widow, able to pick out UTech and AJS0, so a very effective pick. Maybe against the Pharah as well, the Reinhardt's Buttonheads. And they do get it to 99, so Casting Couch in a very good position. They have at least 2 fights left, and they could just build ult charge, right? It's just 1 fight. This is like a 2 CP situation, right? You build 6 Overwatch ultimates, and then you press Q.
6 Overwatch ultimates, as opposed to, so what is our alternative?
League of Legends ultimates. Don't use those. Those are, I don't know if those would be good in this universe. Would they?
I don't know, I feel like some of them would be really good.
Curse of the Sad Mummy, man. I'm a big Amumu boy.
AoE lockdown. Like,
it's huge.
Yeah.
Oh, and here it is. Here's
Curse
of the Sad
like Curse of the Sad Mummy.
Yeah. At least creating space. It's one of those zoning ults quotations, and yeah, they're able to at least push them off of that elevated high ground. Casting Couch though, getting kind of destroyed here on this push in, and it's gonna get 70% of percentage on the board for all Dab No Blab.
This is very much last fight territory coming up here now.
Yeah, I mean that turret actually did a ton of work that fight.
Yeah.
It's pretty nuts.
I want to see UTech walling it off earlier, because like the turret's not smart enough to shoot at the wall.
Oh, that's a good point, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you wall the turret and it's just like,
heroes.
oh,
yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a nice wall.
I'm friends with this wall. I have
Yeah.
no grievances with it. And Yutek with a nice icicle takes out third main healer in Sword of Maces. And hook resets. That double barrage might have been everything Casting Couch needed, but the molten load comes through. Senpai and Fifi doing their damnedest. They're trying to stay alive, but the turret,
Someone
it
needs
does
to
work.
remind Fifi, this is no nut November.
Oh my god, and the Transcendence to keep everyone topped off. All dab, no blab. Close one,
Yeah.
but they do take Busan and they even up this series 1-1. Now we got a game.
Fifi
Of the game.
not respecting no nut November.
No, that is certainly not. And this is, actually
Yeah.
early on here. So,
Oh,
oh, boom, easy headshot onto the ulting Pharah. Make it 2 onto the enemy Mercy, and then, oh, a little spicy.
ooh, that was
Damn.
spicy.
Looking really good on those Torb projectiles.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's Busan. So 1-1 in the series so far. We move on to our third map of the night, which will be Watch Point Gibraltar. And then I assume this would have been, all dab, no
Yep.
blabs pick. So they're they sort of have that home field advantage per se,
Yeah,
going into
but
this one.
home field advantage has gotten us nowhere so far tonight. So
That's true. Yeah, both teams winning on their opponent's map picks. So we'll see if the trend continues. And Watch Point Gibraltar, it's an escort map. It's Widow is very strong here. So we could potentially see UTech sort of pull that one out. It looks like Senpai is sort of reactionary with his Widow pick. He doesn't pick it proactively, maybe just out of fear that they run into a goats. But he will pick it. He will match UTech in the Widow battle if it comes down to it. And the real question is though, Gibraltar is a map that benefits a lot from having dive tanks in Winston and Diva, and we've seen both of these teams run a lot of Reinhardt or Orisa. Surprisingly, so we'll see if either of these teams want to run a traditional dive tank, composition with Winston and Diva at the helm.
yeah, that's a really good point. I'm really curious to see, like, now that we have our first cart-based map, how teams are going to swap it up.
And wait, who's on the icy cold defense? This never works. Wait, left side, right side. I'm just gonna go into one of these spawns and see who spawned here. There it is. Okay. Red
Out
side
offense.
is the attackers. Yep, Casting Couch starting this one on offense. And oh god, I love it. Their compositions, they're so good. I mean, they're at least they make sense for the maps that they're playing on, and they have it. They have it selected. They have a traditional dive composition. Well, almost traditional. They do have this Widow, sort of as the auxiliary pick here instead of maybe a Doomfist or a Tracer or a Sombra. But it's going to be a good amount of pressure. Yeah, no, I love this, right?
UTech on Widow, I feel has been significantly better than UTech on Doomfist.
That is true. I mean, he's all right. I mean, he's gotten some kills on it. I mean, he's switched to it in some stall situations as well. But yeah, his Widow has been getting better and better as the season has gone on, and I think it's hit maybe its peak tonight on Temple of Anubis. But maybe not. We'll see. Watch Point Gibraltar, Senpai, he's matching with that Widow. And he gets to stand behind this Reinhardt shield, so it's going to be pretty tough to snipe him through this. And hook reset, so he's making this hard flank on the Genji. Senpai going to be able to pick up the first blood on the enemy tank. But a very short spawn for the attackers here. Mighty Wolf, quick nap. Back up and ready to fight as they push the cart through this car wash area for Cassie Couch. Spagooter dropping down now. Starting to contest this point, and he goes wide on the charge, and he goes way deep and gets purpled, and he gets punished. Free feet goes down as well from
That's
ADNB.
both the tanks.
Yep. Senpai though, he is on that Widow. He does have this long sight line down the corridor. But UTech and Senpai now they see each other. The Widow battle, the 1v1 is super honorable. There's no
one can hide from my
what can they do here? It looks like they actually don't want to even fight each other, but UTech maybe jumping up, maybe looking for the sneaky kill onto him, but it doesn't matter. His teammates and Casting Couch start going down. The Weave Blade activated. What can he pick up? Picks up 2 supports actually. Yeah, has a Nano Blade as well. JK, Spagooter with the knock. Hook resets, goes down Albino Joe as well from Senpai, and it's a crazy fight on many fronts, but I believe All Dab No Blab will hold it here with their main tanks, or with their tanks on the point. So, what do we got here? We got UTech, I think maybe using the walls. Well, at least he did.
Yeah.
It's now off.
Yeah, they both have used it. We've seen Senpai switching over to Genji now, though. The Widow battle's done.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, Senpai still would have had the first, like, the defensive position against an attacking Widow, which I guess is sometimes a double-edged sword, right? Sometimes as the attacking Widow, you sort of have more options to get flanks in, but pretty easy to stand still and shoot as well for a defensive Widow. Senpai able to pick up that dash kill onto Salvo, who has not had the greatest success so far on this Winston, but maybe a necessary pick on the high grounds of Gibraltar. And yeah, they're pushing. They're looking for some stagger kills here. Senpai, your Pendrai making the right call, but maybe without healers as well. Yep, they're able to get back.
No picks here.
No picks, yeah. And yeah, here we so maybe Salvo hurt. Switches over back to Reinhardt. UTech onto Doomfist, and so yeah, we're Widowless now.
Nice.
Hooker says looking for another Dragon Blade soon. It's only a minute left now on this attack for Casting Couch. Maybe they want to save up all their ultimates as they go in, but here it is. AJ0 pops the rally, armors up his team. Hook resets, goes in with the Dragon Blade. The nano boost was used onto UTech in this Doomfist, maybe looking for some one-shots. Bomb comes through onto Spagooter. What can it pick up here? And it picks up hook resets. It's enough. I mean, actually gets the D-back as well. 38 seconds now, and Casting Couch able to pick up very little. Only one kill in that entire fight.
That was a crazy fight.
Yeah, I mean, they use Dragon Blade, they use Rally, they use Nano Blade. But they will have Doomfist Ultimate, Meteor Strike, and Self-Destruct here in this last fight.
Yeah.
But actually, no, they dried up the ult economy from all Dab No Blab, so they do have the advantage going in here.
But yeah, they'll have to make do with what they got.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And there it is. Bomb comes through. Scooter able to shield it up for EP as well. But their shields go down very low, and actually the flank DPS comes through and they take out the enemy supports, but then the main tank line for Casting Couch goes down. And it's all over the place. Hooker says, what can this play do? He needs to come out big, and he does. He takes out his natural counter, the Brigitte. And your Pendrai, the baby diva that could, trying to solve for as long as he can. Senpai on this Genji as well. Gets the D-back on his moving Kuma. Sword Mace comes back alongside his support buddy. The spawns are actually closer for the defense now, but it looks like Casting Couch is able to rally back. An enemy Dragon
But Senpai now having a weak wave for himself here coming out. He's gonna find AJS0 here.
Oh no, and that's it. They step off the point. Yeah, AJS0 going down on that Lucio.
And then very quickly, 3 teammates following.
0-0. Switching sides.
Whoa, so yeah, all Dab No Blab looking very strong. The defense, at least for them, has gotten significantly better since you know, the pyramids of Anubis.
Yeah. Contrary to Anubis, where we had 2 full caps, this was an iron wall.
Yeah.
Casting Couch not able to get the first point on Watch Point Gibraltar.
And it can be tricky.
It can be. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually either teams just stop here, or they prevent. We're gonna take over.
Yeah. So this is a point where you do see a really solid amount of pre-first point stalls out of all the cart pushing maps. I mean, it can be really tough. Like you said, if that last point, the defense doesn't have that much farther of a spawn. It's actually arguably closer. Car wash is a pain in the ass of a choke point.
I remember being posted here. It was good for
Okay, I'm back. I think. Man, I
You're
got
not
a lot
dead?
of casting left to do. I can't. I gotta be chugging this water, which is one of the sponsors of the Bad Overwatch League.
Yeah.
It's free unless you pay for it.
That is true. I'm gonna take a nice drink of this water as well. It's a good idea.
Nice. Hooker Set's having a little dance off. Oh, I guess dance off to himself as he he's looking for a hack on this Mega, which I think is rarely used by anyone. even the attackers. But Senpai coming through on this Widow. Oh, he's able to spot out hook resets, decloaking there. Has to use the translocator, and Senpai now setting up in a very good Widow position. Casting Couch has to respect this because they don't have a Widow of themselves because they opts for the soldier.
That is an interesting point here. Like, we saw him very, very briefly click onto the soldier earlier tonight, but that is not something we've been seeing UTech playing much.
No, I think I thought I was the only soldier player in the league. At least, you know, like a one trick essentially. So. Just kidding. I don't know. I love Soldier. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
But
I
Ash
mean,
is way better.
he's your
Soldier's
dad.
dead. Yeah, he's my dad. Ash is my mom, and mom's way better than dad. And
Yeah.
here we go. Casting Couch able to hold off though. That first attack, 3 minutes left. For all dab no blab. Hooker says he sees Senpai and he's looking for him, and he's able to at least tickle him.
Oh,
And
he will.
yeah, the tickle in to kill. Rarely seen in real life, but happens a lot in Overwatch.
Tickling can be dangerous.
Yeah, and the EMP early to win this fight outright, and it looks like they're able to clean up the supports, make it a main tank as well. UTech, give me that ult charge. He doesn't need it. Oh my goodness, yeah, indeed. 3 kills, one of those being a mech. But yeah, he has the visor online.
And now we see Senpai on Soldier.
What?
We see Free on the McCree, Senpai on the Soldier. We got a double hit scan here.
Double hit scan against No Fair. This what?
What year is this?
Oh no, actually that's huge. Senpai using that Helix rocket to take off a maybe forward position Scoopy Koopa without his personal bubble up, and UTech is sort of pushing this high ground. He had the support of Albino Joe on that Mercy, and there it is. He pops the Valkyrie, but UTech high above. He gets the damage boost as well. Picks up Sword Mace, and that might be enough to secure the team fight win. Looks like it will be. And so yeah, just the Valkyrie and the visor pop for Casting Couch. But it's actually just a soft reset. They still have control of this car wash area. Casting Couch not opting to push them, but it's just a double hit scan flank through the underground, and Sombra, yeah, hooker sets gets spotted out and taken out as well. What? Oh no, AGS 0 with potentially the biggest misclick I've seen in a while. And thus that was to save somebody for some reason. Free feet with the headshot on him as well. Mighty Wolf now using the transcendence of his own. But the slam is huge.
And he's got no follow-up though.
Yeah. A celebratory self-destruct, why not? And all dab no blab will ride the card in for a Gibraltar win. And they lead the series 2-1.
Yeah, there was the home field advantage you were looking for.
Yeah, and your Pentray actually picking up the play of the game here on the Diva. Looks like on that first round here. Just a simple throw it up, gets some kills, picks up that Genji, and able to pick up support as well. So, nice and clean. Yeah, but some interesting hero selections there on Gibraltar. We did see the Widow battle for a little bit, but then we saw the Soldier battle.
Yeah,
Confidence.
Someone needs to show how it's done.
How happy are you to see a Soldier battle right now? Like,
A little bit, but I mean, Soldier battles. I mean, they're not as high intensity as Widow battles for sure.
No, they're not.
Because like it's like both soldiers, right? They're on opposite high grounds. They look at each other. They maybe hits a few shots here and there. They launch a Helix rocket, cross their fingers, hope it hits. But then if you get down to sub 50 health, you just slap down the heal pad, and then the fight it resets itself. You know, soldiers gonna sprint away. You know, if I was in a disadvantageous fight as soldier, I would just run away back to my mommy because I can do that.
Welcome to
On to Blizzard World.
Yeah, which was a map we maybe saw in week 10 or week 9. I feel like I've seen it recently, or maybe I'm just having nightmares about my solo queue games. But yeah, here it is, 4th map of the night. This one was also, selected already in that map draft, and this will have been Casting Couch's pick, so the home field advantage for them, as they will, I assume, start off on the attack. Maybe not, actually. They have salvo selecting Symmetra. I wouldn't. Yeah, this is definitely not sticking there. And looks like maybe a goat's composition to start this one off. Yep, so they're going to be on the
Red
attack.
and butter
Yep.
for this casting couch team.
Unless, oh, maybe they're pulling out the secret strats. I mean, maybe not so secret. I do know that Spoopy has a love for Hanzo. Sort of, he has a pocket Hanzo pick in his bag. Plays off tank by day, but plays Hanzo at night. And yeah, and he hasn't selected. I wonder if they run sort of a solo Hanzo into this. Probably not. Maybe just messing around with some arrows and spawn. But we do see Hanzo and Junkrat on the opposite side, the defense for all Dab No
Yeah,
Blab.
we see him switch over. He's on the off tank. It's still daytime.
When in doubt, goats it out. It was one of my 3 tips for casting couch tonight. So I believe they've advanced to step 3, or they've run out of step 1 and 2. Step 1 was trust in yourself, and the second one was fix your support picks, and they did those first 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, yeah, Free Fee though, able to pick up the cheeky mind kill on the hook resets, and it's only a 5-man goats, but they are deciding to pull the trigger. AJ0 able to pick out Senpai on that Hanzo, so that's pretty big to say the least, and the fight is very disorganized now. The goats composition has fallen apart on 4 of its legs, and I mean the spawn advantage definitely in favor of the attackers here.
Yeah, it's a long walk back to this first point for defense.
Yeah, but it will be enough. AJ0 though with the reset over the side. Yeah, Goats is still on the board here for casting couch. So they lost one fight, but they're gonna make a second attempt at it. I mean, they didn't have a Brigitte the entire time, which is really the core. Yeah, that's like essentially the most core element of the Goats composition, besides maybe a Lucio. But Freebie already farmed that tire. Scooter though goes down very early. Can they pick out this Freebie tire? Nope. And he picks up Salvo. Senpai able to get the team back. The coalescence come through. It's back and forth for both of these teams now. Just 2 supports on the point for casting couch, and yeah, they're not able to do enough damage. The Mighty Wolf shuts that shit down hard. UTech with the remech, and it's a 1v2. He gets back in the back, immediately demeched, and with the discord from Mighty Wolf and the swings from your Pendry, they finish him off here. And yeah, there it is, the smart switch. I love it. Casting couch giving up on the goats and switching to the pharmacy. They identify there's no hit scan. This is a good pick.
Yep, I really like it. We saw hook resets popping off earlier on that pair, forcing it, you know, Free Senpai to put a hit scan out.
Yeah, but Senpai, he does have that dragon, which could be, you know, even without a grab, could be effective against.
There's a lot of, I'll say, they have hammer down.
Oh yeah,
that's just as good.
Yeah, it is really just as good if you're able to knock down all of the ghost competition. And there he was actually looking for the sneaky shatter, but he gets spotted out left, and then maybe charged out from himself. The purple comes through. The dragon though picking up Albino Joe, so main heals are down for casting couch, but he gets right back up that Mercy Anna support line coming in through for casting couch. What can they do here? I mean, Mighty Wolf now, he uses the trans. Albino Joe, he was all by himself. His team left him for dead. But hook reset still high up in this air. Who can contest him? Utah. Oh yeah, there it is. The reset call.
Yeah.
Comes through.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You get a reset. You get one last clean fight here.
60 seconds.
Oh boy, casting couch. This is it. This is a moment of truth for themselves. It's essentially one fight territory, right? 50 seconds for them to make a dent on this first point here. Free Fee switching over from Junkrat to the Soldier. Gonna give those resets a little bit of trouble because he does have that barrage. I think the barrage really is what it's gonna define the fight here for casting couch. Senpai, he's on a very deep flank though on this Hanzo. Can he? Oh, almost got the back, like the behind the back kill on the hook resets. Do they see him? Yeah, they're going for him now.
Yep, there you go. The
bubble comes through onto Senpai from Scooter, so both bubbles are down, but your Pedre actually gets the charge kill onto the Doomfist. The Mighty Wolf able to snipe on hook resets, so there's no barrage now. The combo comes through, and there it is, all dab, no blab, with a decisive team-fight victory.
It turns out, when both teams grab at the same time, it hits everybody. The one with the Hanzo wins. We
did the research, folks, and we figured it out.
Yep. I don't
Oh.
think anyone's surprised, but we did this for you.
Score.
So Cassie Couch,
Switching
unfortunately not able
sides.
to secure the first point on Blizzard World. It was their pick as well, but I think all Dab No Blab just really coming out with some mechanical play, right? I mean, if they picked off a lot of people in those fights. They always traded 1-for-1, it appeared. And they always came out just a little bit ahead. A lot of those fights ended with, 2 or 3 people fighting on the point.
Yeah, no, like it was never a quick, decisive win most of the time.
Right,
Like,
yeah, except for the combo at the end.
yeah, except
They're
for the combo
very
again, it was like a 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 3 people left on the part, and then we just jam it out slowly.
What can Casting Couch do here? Their season 5 hopes and dreams. They're on the line here on their defense of Blizzard World. UTech with the Widowmaker. It's a strong Widowmaker point, especially on the defense. A lot of nice long sight lines that you can shoot the enemy as they come through. Oh, just kidding. Gonna switch over to the Mei. So gonna play a little bit more with his team, maybe looking for some walls so his tanks can capitalize on that. And Hooker sets on the Genji, another great comfort pick for him, and does have that Ana on board as well, so we can expect to maybe see some Nano Blades popped here. And there we go. Okay, Sword Mace was on door.
I was about to say, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but oh wait, what? Okay, there it is. Your bench guy switching over to Reinhardt. So the Rein Zarya core, and wait a minute. So it's a triple support solo Genji composition from all Dab No Blab. And, oh no, UTech with the headshot icicle. See you later, Sword Mace. Oh, I mean that's good. That's the way to start it off under defense. Get the blood flowing. But I've never seen a solo Genji composition. I've ever in my however long since Overwatch came out, never seen this. So don't know really what to expect from it. He's gonna have a lot of pocket heals. So if they get into a Genji v Genji battle, I think Hooker set should bow out of that one.
Yeah. But yeah,
oh,
that
here
is
it is.
that was such an odd choice as far as like your solo DPS carry.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the only reason I can think of it is Nanoblade is such a team fight win combo.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
it's so effective. If you're not able to stun a Nanoblade, it's like GG.
Yeah, that's
But, he did the hard flank through the back. He's totally unrecognized there and takes out AGS0 for essentially free. And Free takes out Hook resets. And this might be all she wrote, folks. UTech goes down as well.
no.
Hits the nano boost. People are struggling to stay alive here for Casting Couch. He gets slept for the charge, and there it is. Senpai activates the Dragon Blade and activates all Dab No Blab into the next round of the playoff. Hooker sets gets stunned up, and what can he do? Nothing. There it is. All Dab No Blab. Congratulations. They have defeated Casting Couch here in the first match of the playoffs, and they will move on to take on 3 Dans 1 Cup.
Play
Yeah.
the game.
Then probably gonna get to play a game on
of
this
course.
Hanzo here.
Yeah.
We all know which one this
Oh, Resident Sleeper. Yep, there's the research coming in. Yep. Oh, a Nano boosted as well, but hey, thanks Papa Jeff, that actually doesn't boost the dragon anymore. So, little fun fact there, but why not? So yeah, Casting Couch, they played a season.
A valiant effort. They started really strong.
They did, and it just sort of slowly faltered from there. They sort of ran out of gas.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I think they played some of the best Overwatch we've ever seen out of them. Maybe
Yeah,
not.
no,
Maybe they didn't show up
came
today
to
to
play.
execute, but they came prepared with their compositions. They were able to switch to new ones, and they looked just way more coordinated. So hats off to them. I think they fixed a lot of mistakes, but it's just a little bit too late here in season 5. Yeah. Any other closing thoughts?
No, everyone stay tuned. We'll be right back with